Did you like that little bit of cinematic video? I'll tell you what, you are gonna love this bargain property. Just wait while you see this one. So we're back again in beautiful Lama di Pellinia. Absolutely love this place. Done a couple of videos here. The properties have sold pretty quick. I'm actually going to be using this start for probably 2 videos that we've got. And what can we say about this place? What can we say? There is that one word that we could say. It really is a stunning place. Looking out over the wilds of Abruzzo, and in the distance, this camera doesn't zoom in so I can't really point it out, but right in the distance we've got Pellinia, and then on from Pellinia you're up into the ski fields of Roccaraso, and you're also near towns such as Pesco Costanzo, which is just incredible. And even though you're very close to the mountains and very close to some of the resorts in the mountains, you're only 40 minutes, 45 maximum, to the beach. So what about that? And this is just as a town, it's so friendly, such a great place. There is some public transport, not a huge amount, but there are buses that pass through here that take you into the mountains towards Pellinia and then on to Fara San Martino and Casoli. But to be fair, you do want a car when you're in these places because they're just fantastic. So the videos, though, the properties that we're going to see after this intro. So I'm going to use the intro for 2 of them. Both bargain properties with lots of outside space and a minute's walk from here. So we are quite early morning because it's hot today. So the market is just setting up. The town is just waking up. Here's the council offices. I wonder if they could have chosen a colour that was just a bit brighter. But I do love this old town. It is really traditional, and the church behind me, if you see that when there's no market, it really is something really special. So the town itself has everything that you need. Has a few bars, does have a pharmacist, has supermarkets, does have doctors, things like that. Where I was before, stood on this platform, they use this for festas and that kind of thing. Brilliant space. Brilliant just to walk up here, grab yourself a coffee and enjoy life in these amazing Italian towns. Let's just have a little walk through the market area. It is only a small market, but it's still good to have these things. I'll walk up onto the main road just so you can see some of the other facilities that are here. Can't quite see the church in its full glory, but it is so beautiful, and I absolutely love these floors as well. The real traditional floors. And when you head down this way, opens out into another smaller area at the end. It looks like the market continues down there as well. And I know there's a bar down there. Don't you just love the atmosphere of these places? Absolutely brilliant. And the properties that we're going to see are literally a 2-minute walk. Somebody sneezing. Less than 2-minute walk down this area here. Just past buy these houses and you're seconds away from the property. So right in the centre. Just quickly go to the top part. We noticed I've gone quiet. So you just love the chatter. Can't beat the atmosphere of these places. Always overlooked by the mountains. So this road takes you to Far San Martino, Carsoli and the coast in this direction. This would be where the buses pass. And here where there's a restaurant here, a bar at the end. Carry on this road and that takes you towards the ski fields and towns such as Pellinia. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And if we can just try and get a little bit more road noise, that'd be fantastic. Just need the church bells now. See, I don't do it on purpose with the church bells. They just happen. And now I've said that's not going to happen. Now we're still 5 minutes off a potential chime. Okay, you got the feeling of this place? I will put a link as well to one of the Meet the Home buyers that we did that bought in this town, a couple from the US, and they will watch that. They will certainly praise this unbelievable place. Getting a little bit of accompaniment now from a drummer. There's quite a good music scene here actually. There's they have jazz concerts and things like that. Okay, you ready to see the properties? Or property, depending which video I'm using this for. So it's literally where the yellow building is on the left. There's one that's on the road just across from that, and one that's right opposite the yellow building. So amazing locations. Are you ready? Let's do it. So the town we've just been in is literally just up there around this corner. I stopped the film probably in the middle of this pinky coloured building, and today's property is just an absolute bargain. So it is, what can I say, in between other houses obviously, but for the price and what you get here, it's just incredible. And it's all of this, it's actually detached. The sun is right in our eyes. But it's a detached property with 4 beds for this price. Is unbelievable. And this belongs to the property, all of this space here. And what I want to do now is just walk past the neighbouring area, because I just want you to have a look at what they've done. Obviously I'm not going to video in the property, but just have a quick look at what they've done, how they've made it a little bit more private. And the houses are actually identical, same style, but look, I'm just accidentally swinging past their house. I'm not videoing anything. But if you see how they've made it so private, I'll turn around in a second. But we're a great neighbourhood as well, so you can bring your car right up to the property. You can park anywhere around here. But just sort of notice things as I'm walking past of what you could potentially do. And believe me, this property, I mean, we get some bargains, we really do. This one is a real bargain in a brilliant location, brilliant town, and it's a big property as well, and it's ready to go. What a bargain. So Claudio, who I work with at this side, is done well with this one. Very happy. Let's have a little look on the outside. So obviously, as I mentioned before, this is all yours, and it could be made more private. And if you actually see what those other people have done, they've put sort of a fake grass out here and put tables and chairs. It looks fantastic. So you could do something similar. Great space, great condition. So excited for this one. So you can park the car just outside. Claudio's over the road. We've now got the Claudio wave. We have a Domenico wave and a Claudio wave. Very similar. Must be an Italian thing. Brilliant space. Let's have a quick look. Obviously I will show you round here later because there's some storage rooms down here. And I've got to admit something. I've forgotten my torch. And parts of it are a little bit darker. You're going to have to forgive me. I'm going to blame it on the tours that I did because I took the torch out when we were with them and I forgot to put it back in my car. I know it's no excuse, but I'll do my best. So all of this is the property. Everything that you can see in the pink colour. In fantastic condition. I just can't believe we've got this for this price. This continues to the back of another property that I'm going to be filming for you, which you may have already seen, depending which order I put them in. So just down here is just, well, nothing spaces really. People's garages. This must have been a house at some point. But this has made this now, so it's detached. I just can't believe what you're getting for your money here. Are you excited to look in this one? You should be. You should be really excited. You ready to go in? Are you sure? I can feel the anticipation growing. Let's go inside. Great. I could imagine this on boiling hot days, it keeping the heat out, but you've still got that amazing terrace. And I say, if you open up the door in there as well, if you can, to go out onto the terrace, that would be fantastic. So you got the floor plan up to now: living room, bathroom, bedroom. Then we have stairs that go down to the cellars, which I'm going to show you from the outside. But it'd be great to maybe have a utility room down there or anything like that. Then we have, I've not given you my idea yet, you'll have to wait. Then we have a kitchen. This is nice and bright. Even though you're down the alleyway again, it's still nice and airy. Airy, I said, not hairy. Oh, you got that, yeah? I can hear laughter behind me. I don't know who's following me. Great size kitchen, dining room. Now the windows are, let me have a quick look. Actually, I'm really surprised about that. They're actually double glazed. There's me thinking you may need, I'll check them as I go around, but that one's double glazed. It does have fly screens, not floor screens, and shutters. These shutters are great because if you're not here during the, or if you're not here for long periods of time, you can lower those, keep the fly screens down, lower those, and open the windows just to let the air through. Brilliant idea. So these windows are actually in really good condition. Kitchen, yeah, basic kitchen. Still more than usable. Dishwasher there by the looks of it. And I quite like these doors as well. These are decent condition. So my idea, if you wanted to, imagine that opened up to go out onto the terrace. If you didn't need this fourth bedroom, this wall, to me, I still need to check my geometry, is a nothing wall. Because it looks like, these are huge stone walls, so it looks like the beams, oh no, the beams actually run in this direction. I would need to check with my geometry, but I think worst that you could do is maybe an archway, but I think you could do something good in there, which would then mean that that gets a lot more light, and all of this space becomes a huge kitchen dining area, which means then, instead of having the dining table in here, this would just purely be a lounge area. What do you think of that idea? Full of them, aren't I? Or full of something, I can hear you saying. But I think that would be good, unless you need 4 beds. Massive property, this one. For the price, it's ridiculous. I know I keep saying it, but what a bargain. The electrics, obviously everything works. It is older, but you can clearly see people lived here. Ready to go upstairs? You've got the downstairs in your head. Good. Let's go upstairs. Let's go up these marble or granite stairs, whatever they are. Just noticing there, that's single glazed window. In fact, while I'm up, I should have done this before, but let me check the other windows. I know you like me to be thorough in these videos. This is single glazed at this side, but it does have shutters on the outside and the roller shutters, and it also looks like there's fly screens there. Let's just have a quick check in the others. Single glazed, no, double glazed in the bathroom, and double glazed here. So yeah, looks like they must have run out of wood for the lounge window. Okay, let's carry on. Onwards and upwards. Nice spacious hallway, nice and light. Single glazed window, but still good condition. And then when we get up here, we've got 3 beds and another bathroom with nice groovy tiles. Where shall we start? Right, left, right, left. Let's do the left. Let's do the suite. the main bed. Look at the size of this. Nice groovy textured wallpaper. And who says that brown and green doesn't mix? I actually don't mind these tiles. Just not quite sure the wallpaper hits the spot. And a random ironing board, in front, quite a small ironing board, it must be a child's one. This is a great size. Absolutely superb. The windows here are single glazed, but they do have the gold outside. So gold doors outside. So I suppose you could say they're double glazed. Has two. I mean, what's the definition of double glazed? It means there's two lots of glazing, what there is here. That's a quick mention to Scott, who said to me he thought it was funny that I called them double glazing when it's actually two separate units. Don't know why I'm telling you that, but shout out to Scott if you're watching. Little balcony area. It gets a glimpse of the mountain at the top. Nice to have these little spaces though, isn't it? Even though you've got that main space outside, it's good for hanging your washing out. And then doing the ironing at the same time. Great size bedroom. This is some sort of, what's in here? Oh, just a little storage. You've actually got access to the roof as well in there. A little spy hole. Oh, and it's it's not an old roof. It's a concrete and block roof, so that's good. That's very good. Nice size room, isn't it? So you have got a bathroom next door. If you wanted an ensuite here, you could pretend this would be the perfect place for it, but getting the pipe work I think would be difficult. Maybe if you wanted to put an ensuite in, you could maybe put it into this corner, because the main bathroom is just at the other side of this wall. So you could potentially find your way to the pipes. That may be nice. And then putting the bed up against this wall in the middle. That could easily be done. If there's not a ensuite there and you want to add one in, you've got to consider anywhere between, let's say, 5,000 to 8,000 euros, depending on your finish and the size and the rest of it. But I think it'd be quite good to do that. Then here, I say these are single glazed, but with the other glaze in there. So they are double glazed. I'm going to keep going on about that now. Another little balcony. And the views from here are really nice. If you happen to glimpse into some other people's gardens, then obviously I'm saying no more. You can't see what I wanted to show you, but I can't exactly go and film over somebody's wall. And this road, just to let you know, is not a through road. It's not a road because the main road's at the other side of the pink building here. But before you get into the town, you can come off. There's loads of parking down here and anywhere along this street. But it's not that people will be constantly passing by. Okay. Massive room. I've not used that word often enough yet, but this place is stunning. Value for money is off the stunning chart. And it's just a great property. Looking at some of the electrics up here, I would say these are a little bit older. Some of the sockets certainly didn't need looking at. But to be fair, again, it works, and for the price, it's ridiculous. So back out onto this corridor, just notice that these are the older style radiators as well. Downstairs they have the iron ones, but again they work, but they could be improvements if you wanted. As I said earlier, that's the great thing about this property. It's all about improvements rather than essential works. Great size bathroom. Not sure about the tiles, but look, it has matching light and lights by the mirror. Amazing. And look at these. I mean, you just can't beat it, can you? And it runs up the side of the bath. Brilliant. But as I was saying before, if you wanted to put an ensuite in potentially at the other side, you could do, because you've got the drains there for the toilet. So that should be fairly fairly simple if you wanted to do something like that in here, maybe with the door up here, and then go into the ensuite if you wanted to. Then we have babies crying outside. Usually it's a couple of dogs barking, but we've got babies crying today. It's always nice to hear a baby cry. Not night, you know what I mean. I'll change the subject. Great size bedroom. Great size. Easily a double, as you can see. Windows single glazed again. With this. I'm not going to say that again, what I said earlier. The shutters. Nice marble thresholds. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I am running out of things to say for this place because it is. I am gobsmacked with the price. This one, the shutter is stuck, so I can't get to. This is a little bit darker than the others purely because of that. I would still say this is a double. It's the smallest one, but yeah, you could easily get a double bed up to the wall there. Then you've got space for a wardrobe here. And it looks like there may be, yeah, there is a little balcony out of there as well. It's a shame I can't open that, but must need some attention. Single glazed windows up here as well. What do you think of this one? This is stunning, isn't it? Can you believe you get all of this for this money? And the town is brilliant. Lama is great. As I mentioned earlier, I will put a link to a Meet the Home Buyers that bought in this town, and they spent a few weeks here and they absolutely love it. They've been on our program a few times, so I will put a link to that and listen to what they have to say about the place. And the neighbouring towns are fantastic as well, with Faro San Martino, you're not far from Casoli, Pellinia, then on to Pesco Costanzo, that is incredible, Rivisondoli, Roccaraso, the #1 ski resort, you're half an hour away from that. But even if you don't ski, just to go up there, there's some amazing places. Absolutely love it. Shall we go and look at the cantinas? Let's head downstairs. So back on the outside of the property. Head down now to show you the cantinas that, remember, you can get to from inside the house. So this is obviously all private, but these here at the side are communal for anybody that needs to get into their property, because there is an entrance to another property down here. So they're actually joined together, the cantinas, at the back. They are a little bit dark, and apologies that I've not brought the torch, but hopefully you can see. The ceilings are quite low, but to have them as a laundry, as they have done. Now I'm 182 and I slightly have to dip my head just a little bit. That's 182 centimetres, not kilo. So that's a great size, and that does then pass round to the other one, which I'm going to get to from the other side. Then we have the boiler. Obviously it's not new, but it certainly doesn't look old. It's a decent condition. I mean, it's always good after a while to get a new boiler. Costs about, for something this size, you've got to consider about 2,800 to 3,000, I would say. But I say if it works, keep this one, and that's kept behind this door with the ventilation. Then we have this other cantina that has two doors, but I think they're all it all goes into the same place. Again, a little bit dark, I do apologise. Not sure how much you see. Let me get rid of, I'll stop blocking the light. But this is a great, I'm again 182, and my spiky hair is just touching the top, so this is a little bit higher than the other one, and that then goes through to the other one. I've no idea what's behind here. I always worry about finding bats or something like that. Oh, it's a WC. Quite handy though, isn't it? You know, if you're doing something down here and rather than going back into the house. Great storage space though. Superb storage. You got shelves there for wine. They keep the bins down here. Amazing. What do you think, folks? What do you think? I think it is I think it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Love this location. Huge property for the money. And that great bit of outside space as well. Yes, you're close to other houses, but you're living in the town, who cares? Nice to invite people over. But as I said, these people on my right, they've done something really nice in theirs. And you could do something similar, even if you just grew, I don't know, some sort of hedging and some plants up there, completely changing. You ready for final thoughts? Let's do it.